Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Christmas on the Lahave 2016. I'm Dennis Woodward with my roving reporter on the ground, Michael Woodward, doing some great angled shots tonight here on King Street, Bridgewater, where Christmas on the Lahave is the launching pad of the Christmas season right here in Lunenburg, Queens County. And tonight, we have Purelator Courier on location with the South Shore Seahawks minor football organization taking donations for the food bank here in our local communities. And you know, Christmas on the Lahave has really been a tradition for years now that was sparked by an idea of Michael Graves, one of our local counselors here in the Bridgewater area, and used to be Bridgewater Shines, and then has transformed into Christmas on the Lahave, and with a beautiful fireworks display tonight and a great parade. Once again, that launching pad for the Christmas season. Canada Post on location tonight, taking letters that mailed off to Santa Claus himself. And of course, we have that special guest here tonight at the end of the parade, Santa Claus. He'll be with us because the parade is sponsored by Chronicle Herald and the South Shore Breaker here on the South Shore. And the young group of gentlemen coming up right now are from Bridgewater Baseball Association, being led by Ozzie Stiles, our town crier. The Bridgewater Baseball Association boys are carrying the Christmas on the Lahave banner this year for the very first time. Of course, once again, I just earlier mentioned that Christmas on the Lahave is sponsored by the Chronicle Herald. Chronicle Herald is distributed throughout the whole province of Nova Scotia. And of course, the South Shore Breaker is distributed through the whole South Shore. And what Christmas on the Lahave parade would be without the Bridgewater Fire Department marching band. And of course, tonight is a crisp night, so it's not the easiest thing to do is to play instruments in a parade like this. So kudos to the fire department band coming out and playing those festive songs to help us celebrate the holiday season. I want to thank all of the volunteers that have spent their time to put together this wonderful parade. It's an enormous responsibility to spend the time and effort to contact all the businesses and organizations, and they do such a fantastic job. Of course, our Municipality District of Lunenburg Mayor, Mayor Carolyn Butler-Getson, just newly elected here in the fall of 2016. Of course, Carolyn is very well known throughout our community and has been a huge volunteer for years, as well as our local mayor of the town of Bridgewater, just recently elected, David Mitchell. Spreading some holiday snow, which really we have no snow, and I don't want to jinx that, but we haven't had any snow here very much as of late, other than a few sprinkles here and there. So we have some artificial snow machines blowing some snow around. Of course, Elderfit Aquatics is on location here tonight as well, celebrating the holiday season. Nova Scotia Community College. Students from throughout Canada utilize post-secondary education through the Nova Scotia Community College, and of course the campus is located right here on High Street, Bridgewater. And we have some decorative individuals that are out here tonight on display, having some fun in the parade. It just brings a lot of energy and excitement to the Christmas on the Lahave parade. Blockhouse Fire and Rescue vehicle here tonight, all decorated with lights. Of course, this time of year, you always want to make sure that you keep your chimneys clean and make sure that you stay safe, as our local fire departments do their absolute best to take care of all of our families here in our community. Derek's Little Digger Service is also on location tonight. Of course, for all those little digger needs, of course, they are on location right here in our local community. Girl Guides of Canada. One of the things that I always remember about the Girl Guides, and they still do it today because they were at my home just a few months ago, we're selling the Girl Guide cookies. Boy, it's a tradition for their fundraiser. Great non-profit group that does wonderful work for the youth here in our community. Of course, the Bark Dog Group. These dogs are all decorated up tonight with lots of lights and lots of fun, and They bring a lot of energy. I know my wife personally is a huge dog fan, so she'd love to be here. And of course, they're coming right up close to the camera here to say hello. Bark Dog Group on the Christmas on the LaHave parade. Universal Cheer Group. A new initiative has taken place here throughout the country that really has taken on storm is these cheer organizations that compete in local, regional, and even national events. And I think it's fantastic for extracurricular activities and to keep the kids active in our communities. Universal Cheer Group right here at Christmas on the LaHave parade. The original AP shelters right here on location at Christmas on the LaHave. And yet another feline friend with the Santa Claus cap on. I'm sure everyone that's watching the parade loves to see these types of floats that are in the parade. Brings a lot of really good energy. 63 floats this year, including the Shade Animal Shelter. And of course, another initiative that supports dogs and cats and other animals in our community. And if you're looking for a special loved one, you can drop over to Shade. They do have a list of dogs and cats. And of course, they have their website as well that you can go on to and take a look. Joe's Maritime Made Shop. Of course, all of the products are maritime made. Drop in and see Joe and the staff. Of course, you look at all those wonderful different types of things. Operation Christmas Child just went by, and of course, the NSLC sponsored karaoke program this year, which is a new program where if you love to sing and you're out on the town, karaoke is a great way to go. And you can hear the girls singing tonight on their wireless microphones, sharing their wonderful tunes with us right here on Christmas on the LaHave. Long Lake Camp, another one of those summer programs that you can take part in and enjoy summer camps and such. And I can tell you it's great to see those initiatives and it's great to see those programs in our community. So many volunteers that make up all these programs, these initiatives, these organizations. Without those volunteers, without that energy, a lot of it wouldn't happen. So kudos to all those volunteers. Andrea Whalen driving the Ridgewood Retirement Living van tonight. Of course, one of our local businesses that look after our elderly here in our community and Comfort Living. Country 100.7 and CKW trucks are on location tonight. Of course, two of our local radio stations that have been staples in our community, especially CKW, for quite some time. Nova Scotia Crime Stoppers. Of course, an initiative that you can, if you have any tips in regards to any crimes that have happened in our community or outside of our community, you can certainly report to them on a toll-free number anonymously. And of course, the RCMP and our local police station will be there to look after all of those issues. Hopefully we have very few of those to deal with. Carl's Chimney and Stove is a big local owned and operated business by Carl's Inc. And Carl is one of those individuals that cleans pellet stoves, wood stoves, things like that. And I can tell you, I use Carl personally, so he does a great job. YMCA, all the youth initiative programs, and of course all the programs in general, is here tonight. And of course the International Students Program, which it is amazing to see how many students from around the world actually come to a community like Bridgewater and surrounding area because they like to live in a very safe community that provides the children internationally opportunities. Of course, the Lunenburg United Way just went by, and Champion Cheer All-Stars are also on location tonight. And they're being towed by Seamless Gutters. Once again, one of those cheer programs that put together some great extracurricular activities for the youth after school and on weekends. And of course, they practice an enormous amount. But there's a lot of practices needed to compete in those types of competitions. Boy Scouts. 3rd Bridgewater Scouting Unit, and I can tell you I grew up as a child in Scouts, Cub Scouts. Mailman's Truck Pro is also on location here tonight, with all decorated up with their trucks. The Lunenburg County Off-Road Racers, towed by John Mulberry's Electrical. Of course, there's interest in those off-road racing, or up in Greenfield with the raceways and all that kind of stuff as well, that are available for people. We got Saunders Motors and Bridgewater Mazda on location. Looks like the Grinch is in the Mazda Miata tonight. Grinch is getting lazy, doesn't want to walk, so he's driving. Of course, Harbor House. You know, it's funny, we got a lot of Grinches in the parade. Amazing. Turkey Burger Restaurant and Catering. Infamous restaurant that is rated by TripAdvisor as one of the top places to eat, and it's been around and it's been a staple. Changed ownership about, it must be 5 or 6 years ago now. And of course, Gaz Home Hardware. If you're looking for all those gift ideas, locally owned and operated business for generations, take the opportunity to drop into Gaz. I know every year I pick up my wife something from Gaz. It's Christmas related, so they have a lot of great gift ideas. And of course, if you need that extra tool set for Dad, or if you need, a shovel, whatever the case may be, Gaz Home Hardware takes care of you that way for sure. Nature's Reflection Landscaping. Of course, there's lots to do when you landscape. When you think of landscaping, most people think of just, spring and summer activities, but there's lots to do in the fall. There's lots of snow removal to do in the winter. There's lots of projects that you can work on throughout the year, and take the opportunity to look up Nature's Reflection Landscaping. And once again, I want to go back to the local sponsorship of the event each year. I want to thank all the sponsors that sponsor the event. Chronicle Herald is the main sponsor, but all the other businesses that contribute to the parade and this event tonight, as well as all the volunteers that make this wonderful event happen. It's fantastic to see such an enormous crowd. And I mean, this parade spans from Nova Scotia Community College on High Street all the way down to down Empire and then across King Street. So there's Nature's Reflections and Landscaping right there. They're throwing a little bit of artificial snow into the atmosphere tonight, which I greatly appreciate. Give that Christmassy type of feel. And you're noticing all those on the ground. I'm up here above the crowd that's overseeing the crowd, so I can see the parade. But Michael's down actually on the street this year, taking some wonderful shots for us this year. That looks after that for us. So I really appreciate him going into the crowd and getting those extra special shots for us this year. And of course, we have the Liberal Party of Canada. It's on location here tonight. Our local MP, Bernadette Jordan, and our MLA, Mark Fury, on location. Getting a little bit of exercise as well as walking in the parade, which is great to see. And then we've got the Atlantic Superstore float this year. And of course, Atlantic Superstore is one of our large supermarkets that are here in the Bridgewater area, and they span right straight across Atlantic Canada, so serving all the communities throughout Atlantic Canada. Of course, if you're looking for a turkey or something like that, you may want to drop over to the Superstore and pick one up for Christmas and get that ready for Christmas Day or New Year's Day, whatever the case may be. Of course, on location as well as we have the Church of Latter-day Saints, the nativity scene that's on location here. They're a staple. They're here almost every year on the Christmas on the Lahave parade. Like I said, the parade itself is really taken on as the springboard for the holiday season, and it's an exciting time for all the kids, because they know this parade really is the shift into the Christmas season. And everyone's all excited about it, and I know, Santa Claus comes on Christmas Day and things like that, but the reality is that it's about spending time with loved ones and looking after each other in our local community. And there's another Grinch himself, and boy, he is animated, let me tell you. Heat Studio doing pound fitness, which is something that's very unique now. Definitely keeps you in shape. Of course, Culligan Waterman on location, one of our local owned and operated businesses here on the South Shore, looking after clean, filtered water, serving businesses and homes in our local community, and they're providing some gifts for the kids and stuff here tonight, which is great to see. And of course, the Lunenburg Fire Department. Once again, I'd like to just show my appreciation to everyone in the fire departments throughout the communities that serve and protect our local homes, and of course all the other things like accidents and things that we don't really think about. And you know, these fire departments are volunteer fire departments, so thank you so much for all that you do. Of course, the Hillside Pines Home for Special Care is also on location tonight with their vehicle. Another organization that does a lot to support youth initiatives and community projects, the Bridgewater Area Kinsman Club. I walk on every spring, summer, and fall that the Kinsman Field over on Cornwallis Street was actually a large contributor, was the Kinsman at that time, and Kinsman Field is still there today. Of course, we have Senior Wheels, which is a program that looks after our senior citizens. There's the Grinch again. And Senior Wheels transports people from many different locations throughout the community. Great service that we provide for our elderly here in our community, and being a proactive community, we're trying to make things like that available for not just senior citizens, but also people in our community. LNB Electric, locally owned and operated business. You're looking for that backup power, looking for that sump pump in case you have any water problems. Those types of projects or products are there through LNB Electric. Of course, this big float coming up, well, it's hard to float a boat in the winter here on the South Shore, but Notting Sales and Service is on location tonight with a great float, lots of kids in their pontoon boat, and lots of snow blowing out the back end of it. If you're looking for that fun extracurricular activity during the spring, summer, and fall, drop by the Notting Group, and they'll look after you that way for sure. Lots of fun in the sun with the Notting Group. And if you look at King Street now, just so well lit up, really is. And I know some of the comments that people have made over the last few years is that, you know, Bridgewater was known for, you know, that downtown sector that everyone seemed to converge, and of course all the new construction that's happened just recently over the last few months here in Bridgewater with the new project that's just about completed now. It's going to bring a great spring, summer, and fall atmosphere to King Street, Bridgewater. Stellia North America Group, which produces plane products, located over in Lunenburg, and of course Sammy the Snowplow. Nova Scotia Department of Transportation, looking after all of our needs during the summer months, or I should say the winter months, plowing all that snow. And I can tell you, when a snowstorm hits and if it's late at night and you see all those Department of Transportation trucks out, they're out all night long, salting and plowing for us to keep our streets safe. So a big thumbs up to everyone that works for the Nova Scotia Department of Transportation. Of course, the Bridgewater Fire Department, a staple at the Christmas On The Lahave parade. Those volunteer firemen and firewomen that protect our communities, big thumbs up as well for all the work you do. I know many of the people. I know the chief in Bridgewater, Michael Noss, and all the other firemen that are part of the Bridgewater Fire Department. You know, they've lived here a long time, many of them, and definitely do a great service to our community, the Bridgewater Fire Department. Of course, the Bridgewater Mall is also on location here tonight at Christmas on the Lahave, and a lot of new shops, not only new businesses that are on location to buy those special gifts this year for your loved ones. Bridgewater Mall is being towed by Nogler Transport, and I certainly want everyone to enjoy this season, enjoy your time. Of course, this is the time of year to reflect back on sharing time with loved ones. Dan Hennessy is also on location with the 143 Construction Engineering. South Shore Breaker and the Chronicle Herald, the sponsors of this year's parade. Of course, here's Santa's Workshop with the 143 Construction Engineering here in Lunenburg County, and the Breaker and Chronicle Herald float is just coming around the corner, and here they are now with Santa Claus, of course, the big guest himself here tonight. Of course, the kids are just looking forward to seeing Santa Claus and having that great time of year. It really is a time that brings everybody out. I mean, it's, you know, there's really only two events that I could say that have this type of parade, which is the Big X, which is in the summer, which has a large parade, and of course, Christmas on the Lahave. And it brings out thousands and thousands of people, and as you can see, the kids are excited to see Santa Claus. They're all bundled up this time of year, and they're excited to see the Jolly Man himself. And I know on behalf of Michael and myself, I want to, thank everyone for tuning in and being a part of Christmas on the Lahave here in 2016, and look forward to the fireworks here just around the corner. And of course, on top of all that, I do want to reiterate again that I want to thank all of the sponsors, and I want to certainly thank all of the volunteers that put an enormous amount of work into this parade and into this event. They go over. Most people don't even know who they are behind the scenes. I certainly do, and I can tell you that without their support, without their time and effort put into this project, you wouldn't see a wonderful event like this. And of course, downtown King Street, Bridgewater, has transformed itself, and of course, for a lot of people that have just driven by over the last few months, this is their first time on King Street seeing all this. So I hope everyone's enjoying the new atmosphere here in downtown Bridgewater on King Street. And I look forward again, like we do each and every year, bringing you this wonderful festive parade. So on behalf of Michael Woodworth and of course myself, I'm Dennis Woodworth. I want you to enjoy the rest of the parade, enjoy the fireworks, and until next time, take care and enjoy the holiday season.